has to mostly deal with silence more than sound, represented through music, and then the second piece has to do with sound, represented through music. So before I start either of them, I'd like to actually talk about what music actually means to me. Okay? Uh, Rather than trying to explain what music is, I would actually like to talk about how it's easier to talk about how you can't talk about what music is. Okay. As I said, the first song deals with silence represented through music, and the second song deals with sound represented through music. So music is not sound. Music is way beyond sound. Um, right now the fan is moving. If you focus on it, sooner or later it can become music. Right now it's not appealing to you. That is the only difference between sound and music. When does sound transform into music? And when does music transform into silence itself? It is not something I can describe because I don't think I know. When I started out playing music, it was much easier to describe what music was. But it kept changing till one day, I guess, you come to the conclusion that it's not a feasible thing to do. The less you know about something, the more you can describe it. The more you know about something, you can't describe it. Because all definitions go away. Definitions arrive from a distance. You look at something from a distance, you know how big it is, how small it is, what's the color. You come closer and closer, everything changes, perspective changes. Once your perspective changes, your world changes. Once your world changes, you change. So, the best thing that music can offer you is, it's like stepping stones, realizations. You move from one part to the other, one stone to the other, and from one stone to the other, the realization changes. Maybe you'll say music is a set of sounds in order, or maybe you'll say music is something or the other. Whatever you think music is, it is not that. It cannot be that. Music is not even something you can hear. You can hear sound. You can't hear music. That's why music is the closest thing to silence. More than...
Sorry to interrupt, so would you describe it more like a feeling?
You can feel music, but feeling is not music. You can feel music. The thing you can feel cannot be feeling itself. You cannot feel feeling. You can feel something within the realm of feeling. The act of perceiving something within the realm that we call feeling is called feeling. You get it? It's like when your foot falls now. No matter how hard you hit it, you can't really feel the pain unless the foot comes back to its natural state. The impact was made, but you can't feel it. So it's like that. The more it's hard for me to explain. It's really difficult. I'll give you an example. First piece, when we first recorded it, we called it Song for Nothing because it's hard to describe. It's hard to describe it. And it mostly deals with silence. So, and I'm not trying to impose that upon anyone. Whatever you think about it. And it should bore you. Nothingness cannot be entertaining. It has to bore you. And you have to be okay with boredom before you can actually know anything about nothingness. Even the possibility does not arise if you're not bored. Self-realization does not begin if you're entertained by the world. It begins when you're bored by it. Something else has to be there. Audible enough? That's the first song. And I'd like to say, I'd actually like to ask, what is anybody's impression of anything? Even the most insignificant things, the most negative things, anything.
I am not that good. It's good as a listener. It's good.
Why is it good?
I don't know.
How did it make you feel?
No, why is it good? You said good. It must be a reason. You either said it because, because of that or because it was actually good.
I don't know. I can relate to, go some past. I can relate. I can. I can see some memories.
Okay. Were the
Something
memories
happened.
good? Were the memories good?
Yeah, it was, but for that time.
Okay.
Then it's over and we move on.
So anything else anybody would like to say?
It's not a question. For me, it's trying
Questions.
to figure out, something I'm trying to figure out what I'm feeling.
Okay.
Trying to put it in words.
No, that is, I like that answer. I like that.
For me, it's just figuring out. I don't know what.
Is anyone else? Anything?
For me, I just had a new idea. That's the best way to put it. I just had a new idea. It tapped into that side of me. Something I want, something I can create.
Okay.
That's what it tapped into.
Anything particular?
I was also trying to figure it out and how to understand this better. Because trying to understand it, getting into it, to trying to enjoy it.
Anything?
I was meditating on it and I feel relaxed. Just loosening up myself.
I'll tell you why I like the answer. You said you're trying to figure out what you actually feel about it, how to process it, how to think about it. I'll tell you why I like it. Because not going into the technical side of music. You'll understand this better if I play the second piece. I will in some. See, if I played it like. It's a bit more relatable. Still, questions are there, but a bit more relatable, right? Because the rhythm is carrying it through. When you talk about nothing, you don't talk about rhythm. There's nothing consistent. Silence is the only consistent thing. If I play. This chord was faster than the previous chord. That's actually how time in our life actually runs. It doesn't run at 120 BPM consistently. It doesn't. Certain things happen much faster. You look back and so many years have gone by. and something that takes, let's say you're in college, you're in office or something like that. One class that should be 40 minutes, it goes on, it's like it's been a day, the class is not over yet. Time runs like that in our experience. So when we put something into rhythm, rhythm is different from time. Rhythm is, you can follow. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4. This is what we are taught since we are kids, but this is not how the world works at all. This is how computers work. This is how machines work. Human beings actually work like, you get it? Human beings have more depth to their existence than machines. Primarily because you can actually predict what a machine is going to do. No matter how complicated the logic behind the machine is, you can actually predict it. The most unfathomable thing about the human being is that you think you know the human being, but you don't. You think you have everything figured out about the human being, but you don't. You can't. Because the human being has not figured anything out about themselves at all. That's the most incredible thing about the human being. No matter how self-aware the human being is, it does not know a thing about itself. You cannot really predict. You can predict everything in life, in a way, is predetermined. Somewhere down the line, it is only the human being that breaks the law of nature. It is no other species, no other machine. It is the only species that can fuck things up at that level, at a cosmic level. It is the only creature that is a cosmic fucker. No other creature. Okay. And that is because of its awareness. It cannot access its awareness, so it utilizes subconsciously in a different way, as a fucker. It can fuck things up. If it can't make the best out of it, it can fuck it up in a way that the cosmos has to repair it. Okay. It has to weave that tear in space-time, in the possibility regime. So that was a small extract that is in time. The next, I'll actually play it on this leg for a reason. When you play in rhythm, you have to be a bit more steady actually. It's not that easy to be a machine. This song is not as obscure. It does not really delve in questions as much. It's more like what you see outside. It's a bit sunny. It's a bit quiet. was more easy to follow. Right? It's much easier to follow. Was it easier to understand anything about this song? Are there as many questions? Was it not as easy to follow anything?
Was it not easy?
Was it easier?
It was easier.
A bit easier?
But this had a lot of love.
Huh. It's not like
It was bright, like I said. It was
it's bright.
Not bright.
No, I get it, what you
Like-
mean by love. I get it. People have a certain understanding of love, what it means to them.
It felt like you're asking. It's felt like much like saying, I've given you everything.
Sorry?
It feels like somebody saying, I've given you everything. A lamentation is there. I've given you all the love I have.
This, the story that goes around, the words, this is actually a song, it's not actually a guitar piece. The story that goes along with this, it's about leaving behind a kind of life where that was, where it's not possible to be happy. Leaving behind a kind of life where it's not possible to be happy. So now when this song is played, now those years are gone. Things are better. Things are like what you see outside.
Yeah.
But that life conditions you to never really forget about it. You can't live in an oblivious way. That never happened. Okay. You keep it at a distance by reminding yourself how bad you had it. Okay. So it's like that's what the song deals with.